Hi, it's Charlie McCann from Stan James. Welcome you to a preview of the 2009 Breeders' Cup. 2 days of wonderful horse racing, Friday and Saturday week at Santa Anita. And let's begin with the Classic. And in many days the whole meeting revolves around Zenyatta, this wonder filly, this American wonder filly. Whether she will take in the distaff race against her own sex. She's raced 13 times, always against her own sex. She's won 13 races, 7 Group 1s, but the talk is that she'll take on the boys for the first time. It's a wonder mare, this. She really is. The clock watchers are saying she's put up some tremendous performances in training ahead of the race, but will the Sheriffs, John Sheriffs, the trainer, will they play safe? Will they just take on the girls and maybe put her to bed, retire her 14 out of 14, or what have they got to lose? Why not go for the big one? But remember, we said this similar thing about Curlin last year. Curlin, this wonder horse, he only finished 4th, remember, in the Classic, beaten by Ravens Pass and Henry the Navigator. And remember, a lot of the connections say there's another wonder filly in America, Rachel Alexander, and Steve Asmussen, her trainer, said no, they're not going to the Breeders' Cup because it favours the Classic, favours horses trained in Europe on turf. The pro ride service is for horses who are best on turf, and that is why Asmussen isn't going to the Breeders' Cup. Now, interesting is in Zenyatta, we know she's good. How good though? That is the key, and whether of course connections play safe. She's 9-2 shot with Stan James for the Classic. Rip Van Winkle, 11-8 favourite. Rip Van Winkle, so impressive of late, over a mile, winning 2 Group 1s before that wonderful performance in the Eclipse when only beaten a length and a half by Sea of the Stars. And when he eyeballed him down the straight, that was one of the great races of the season. Conduit 6 lengths back in third, and Conduit a really good Group 1 performer. Okay, that was over a mile and a quarter, maybe Conduit better, over a mile and a half, went on course to win the King George. Last night, Summer Bird is the 6-1 third favourite with Stan James. Can't have him at all. Wonderful performance, won the Travis, won the Jockey Club Stakes last time. But when you consider this horse was beaten 6 lengths by Rachel Alexander early on the season, I'm not convinced as well on best form on dirt. Don't think he will be able to cope, make the transition to the pro ride surface. Twice Over 10-1. I don't think either that Twice Over will be good enough. I thought he was maybe slightly fortunate to win the Champion Stakes. Great though to have Henry Cecil with a couple of runners midday as well. She's got an outstanding chance and in the Breeders' Cup as well. Let's go to the turf. Conduit won the race last year, 11-8 favourite against Daramy, 5-2, and Spanish Moon, the second of the Sir Michael Stout runners. That's a 4-1 shot. Sorry to dismiss the American horses in this, but I really can't see past those three in the first three in the betting. Daramy, favourite for me. Conduit beat her in the Arc de Triomphe. Conduit fast finishing 4th, but I just don't think that the race will be run to suit Conduit. If I were connection to Daramy, maybe try and get to the front and slow her up. Daramy, of course, who beat Zariska in the Yorkshire, because I think she's an outstanding filly. Daramy, she should have won the Prix Vermeil. Lloyd Webber not in the best of health. Hopefully this would be a real fill-up, and I think Daramy can win the turf. The mile, Goldacova again, another. She was a wonderful winner of this race last year. Superb mid-season, and that performance at Deauville really was breathtaking performance. I think she won the Group 1 by 6 lengths in the Jacques Le Marois. She is an outstanding horse, but I don't know, 4-5. I think Delegates is a 6-1 shot. Jacinto, that's just the one I would take. Jacinto, I think he's coming right. There's slight concerns from the Stout camp that he's had a slight setback, but Goldacova 4-5 on electrifying burst of speed, but I was slightly disappointed last time, and I prefer to give Jacinto for Sir Michael Stout the chance around about a 6-1 shot. Other things, remember this time last year Frankie jocked off Jimmy Fortune on Ravens Pass. Well, he's jocked off Tom Queally in the sprint for Fleeting Spirit. I thought probably should have won the Prix l'Abbé last time. 10-1 with Stan James for the sprint. Sensation is a short price favourite. In that we've got Mastery, short price, 11-8 favourite for the marathon. Member the St. Leger win. It should really be a fantastic 2 days of horse racing, and I think it really could be a fantastic weekend for the Europeans and the British. But it revolves mainly around Zenyatta. If you were her, would you take on the boys for the first time? Played 13, won 13. Will they play it safe? Rip Van Winkle is a really serious horse. Aidan O'Brien's talked him up. But how good is Zenyatta?